Hello everyone. Welcome back to ACCCCtroBlock. A little bit's changed since the last time I was online. Ultimately, the stream got split, at least on the YouTube side, into two separate parts. I don't think I'm going to edit it and bring it back, or I don't think I'm going to glue them together. They're only two parts, so it shouldn't be too big a deal. I just put them in the same playlist, like I have with the other streams. Pardon me, though, if this does seem a little laggy. This is a very, very intense area as far as, like, how laggy it is because of all these collages at once, plus the dark pedestals, all this other stuff. But yeah, I'm here because I need to do some work here. So the majority, so me and my friend Kent, he set up this floor. I put up some of the item frames, what I could. As far as things go, most everything's ready to go. The only thing is, like, the only thing that really needs to be done is just water needs to be piped. And hang on, I need to do something here before I go ahead and proceed. Pardon my pixie dust and all that kind of stuff. Let's see here. Hang on. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do that. Alright, cool. That's in progress. Cool. Sorry. I just had to create a backup. We're a little bit sheepish about what happened, because something weird happened with the server. I think it was Tuesday, going into Tuesday, and we couldn't get the thing to load up, so we had to use an older backup. So that's we kind of had to rebuild back where we were. But yeah, anyway, I'm stalling at this point. Let me just start putting the pipes down. This may help a little bit. All I know is it's pretty much just kind of a Gordian knot of pipes. Though I may or may not be able to make a cleaner layout this time. Because I know from the last time I did this, it was a friggin' mess. And like I said, I do apologize for if the footage or if the stream comes across laggy, because I'm not running a smooth 60 here. Some parts are better than others, but it's... I mean, my computer's having to work. And streaming is probably just kicking it while it's struggling. So, anyway. There are a few other areas of the server that have changed a little bit. I've done a bit more work on the hospital building. You know, like I said, we topped it out last time. And I've actually got one of the floors complete, which is good. Took a few attempts to kind of get what I wanted, but I think it's ultimately a good template for other floors. Plus, there's going to be a few changes and whatnot, and other things like that, so no big deal. What else? Oh, there is... By the way, if any of you guys want to download this mod pack, it is the... Just download the Technic Launcher and type in Content Creators Confederation. You should be able to find it as long as you look, you know. If you see this face and see my username, you found the right guy. Though I don't know if it's the channel name or this name. Anyway, if it's either my channel name or this name, you found the right guy. Alright, I need more pipes. That'll have to do for now. I'm just gonna have to make more advanced pipes later on. We're gathering. So let's see. I should meet up with this pipe here. One short. Brilliant. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There. I'm trying to look at areas where it's not as laggy, because you know, if I face over there, yeah, I'm getting some slowdown. But going here, it's actually pretty smooth. So, all right. Now, how do I want to do this? Might have... I don't think these things through. Would it have been smarter for me to actually have a jetpack or transform into a blaze before this? Yes. Did I think it through? No. And this is all... yeah, this is all fluid pipe, so this is... yeah. Let me get the chance to hear some music. Alright. So, let me go ahead and put that back. That's a marker. That white concrete's not there for a weird design choice. That's a marker. Kind of like those flags that you have out in the front yard that indicate like electrical or water. Think before you dig. Or rather, call before you dig. I might do a similar thing here. Just have it be this portion of the pipe that just snakes down this direction. The good news is that those white pieces mark something, but they're not within the first two layers. So, I mean, I don't have to dig down much further than this, which is ultimately a good thing. Because, I mean, you know, when we had the wireless chargers in here, I had to be mindful about those, because those needed to be near that. But since then, we decided to go with just the flux points and whatnot, so makes life a bit easier for getting these pipes around. And also, since it is just, you know, since we got nothing blocking the first two layers of the floor, none of these have to be fed by an ender tank, which is good. The reason why I say that is because it actually... was because it actually, you know, the wireless charger got in the way, and the... well, there's a reason why we have this. one ender tank cannot feed all of these because the water pressure just goes to absolute crap. So that's why you see stuff like this. And by the way, I'm not using the actual pipes for this, but this is called pressure pipes. It's made by the same person who made advanced generators. Yeah, again, I do apologize for the lag, everybody. I'm also going to try to remember to keep the pieces of white concrete intact. Yeah, I think I could make that work. I think, though, that to better feed this area, I might need a pipe going down here. I have to say, I mean, for anybody who's watched all the other, you know, live streams based on this server, I will admit, I have a far greater respect for civil engineers and city planners and just anybody involved in making civilization go. Because, I mean, we've, you know, the playlist, you know, we've literally watched the server be built from the ground up, from just wilderness to, well, this. Okay. I'm gonna have a few crossings and whatnot for these pipes. Hopefully I have enough room in my inventory. Well, it doesn't matter. I have access to a wireless grid. Should be fine. Oops. Alright. I'm gonna try and start putting stuff down. Actually, is that hooked up to the... Yeah. Okay, so all I really got to do is just change the pipe mode from just regular to pull. Oops. There we go. Lovely. Okay, cool. I gotta say, looking back, I never thought I'd be really doing this. Hooking up pipes like this. Really, to me, it's hard to believe this map is 3 years old. Started back in April of 22, so it's been around for a long time. And no doubt it has kind of ballooned in size since I first made the map, or first generated the map. Just trying to get all these pipes hooked up. Oops. Alright, so that way it can flow through here. I'm hoping that I can keep the mobs away. Yeah, I can crisscrossing this way and that way. Trying to make this look less of a mess than I did the previous time. But really, I think by this time I've thrown that idea out the window. Just if it works. That's ultimately the main goal, is just make it work. Besides, all this is going to be covered anyway. It's not like anybody's going to be able to see it. Unless you dig up the floor. Yeah, again, I'm really sorry for the laggy footage. It's just really bad in this area. Yeah, I can split it here. There we go. I'll try and keep an eye on chat as this is all going on, but I do apologize if I don't see your message right away. It's not that this... I mean, this doesn't really need a lot of concentration, unlike my racing streams, so I get caught in the moment. So... Yeah, for right now, it's just me on the server. What in the hell? There. Ah, okay. I'm stuck. Again? Ugh. I hate... part of me doesn't really like dealing with this kind of stuff because stuff will get... I mean, well, to be fair, it's not that bad. I don't actually mind doing this stuff, but sometimes when you have to break a block and whatnot to get free, it gets trapped underneath the pipe and you just gotta dig around it, and yeah. It's just one of those things. But, yeah, I gotta go all the way down here. I think starting with this can be the pipe that feeds down this corridor here. I only wish doing this kind of stuff in real life was this easy. But you gotta worry about physics, you gotta worry about the buildings, supports, water pressure, permits, yeah, that kind of stuff. Only kind of wish building in real life was just as easy as in the game. Okay. It's gonna look kind of weird. Because of the fact that there's no way to full block this up. Yeah. Alright. Oh, this one. I'm trying not to confuse myself as I get further and further into this Gordian knot of pipes. Okay, good. I still got 3 stacks left of these pipes. Okay, that's all hooked up. I've got this section to go yet. And this can probably feed down this way. Oops. Did not mean to do that either. I think these are still hooked up. This is what, potato? So I gotta scroll down. You know, Kent made all these channels and they're alphabetized. So okay, yeah, that's still hooked up. I think it's hooked up on the other side too. Should be at least. In the basement area. Well, I guess I could hook that one up. Okay. Good, there's no chunk loaded there, so that's good. Nothing like, you know, nothing says construction or piping like the mole man essentially digging into your hole, or your floor. That's pretty much what I am, really. Kind of doing this is just a mole man. Pardon me. Alright, these are all hooked up. Looks like these are not. I need to get these. I get to cheat, though, when it comes to stuck blocks, because I get to turn into a silverfish. I can't get through all pipes, but they can kind of squeeze their way through them in some way. Oh wait, that's not the... Whoops. There. Okay. Thing is, that one's inactive. That one's not being used. So we got 2 that are not being used. I think I've still got to hook a few more up here. Yeah, these. Oh, and oh, it's 8 o'clock already. So, hang on. It's not a bug with the server. We're just restarting. I got the server on an auto restart, so around the same time, it's like 8 o'clock my time. The server will reboot just to kind of get things fresh and clear and all this other stuff. Yeah. While we're rebooting, I hope everybody's having a good time. Hope everybody had a good day. Hope everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Because, well, overall, it's been a decent day for myself. I'm just kind of looking things over as we're doing this. Okay. We up yet? Not yet. Not yet. Okay, we're just about back up. Just about. Alright. Should be good now. Oops, come on. I gotta give this a couple of tries. But I mean, really, as far as like the server goes and whatnot, let's see here. I've got a few more things planned on my clipboard. I just finished up one thing, but I've still got several more to go. I do have Railcraft on here, so I need to really kind of dig into that mod, see what it has to offer, because I do want to make a train line that will kind of go through and route through all the cities. But I think I don't know if I want to have it on a loop or if I just want to have a train yard or something. I don't know. Decisions, really. Alright, it's going to hook up back here, hook through here. Up and over here. Same through for here. Okay. Alright, I'll do a quick check. Let's go row by row. So that's connected. All that's connected. That's connected. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, 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 yep. Oh, that one's not hooked up. Yeah, these ones are not hooked up. So these cluster of 4. No, wait. I think it's just these 2. Yeah, it might just be these 2. What else? I think we're good. Any other things that I didn't connect? Well, okay, I need to do this line. Yeah. I think that might do it. As far as I can tell, I think I did every one of them. Okay. So let's do this here. I'm gonna take the opportunity to do this by hand so I can see if it's been connected or not. Oop. Ah, damn it. There. Alright. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, this kind of stuff, I mean, it's not very interesting to watch, I know. So, I mean, it's partially some of the reason why I don't do this all the time is because I know that this can get boring. Where the hell did... Well, I put the canal for it anyway, so I might as well just hook it through. It's not bad to have more connections. Let me start buttoning up the perimeter here. Can't do that one yet. I need at least that corner exposed so I can get to the infinite source block. me do a quick sweep around the room. Do row by row. Ah. This spot over here. I don't think I'm missing anything. I don't see any major holes or trenches in the concrete. Right. Alright. It's time for the moment of truth. I'm also gonna go ahead and can never be too safe about these things. Okay. So, let me put this crap away. I mean, won't need really any of these chisel stone anymore. I don't need the extra concrete. That's what. Okay, so take this. And then we go here. There we go. Oh yeah, we're growing. And ultimately, this is going to be... Okay. Garlic. Actually, I could just pull it out of here, couldn't I? So this is flax. Flax and elderberry. Elderberry, eggplant. Plant curry. Yeah. Cucumber. That's already got a thing on it. Let's see. Cranberry. Gotcha. Corn, coffee bean, peas. Spinach. Strawberries. I'll kind of wrap around here. So, sweet potatoes. Taro. Okay. Tea. Everybody's favorite drink. I like mine sweetened and on ice. Sweet tea. Turnips. Oops. Water chestnuts. Come on. There we go. Why can't I put this in the... Oh, wait, huh? I think the server's freaking out a little bit. Yeah, it's still... far be it from me to, you know... Okay, so we got a zucchini. It goes there. And I'll go down this row. Spice leaf, got it. Soybeans. Soybean. I have no idea what that is, but okay. That's, yeah, going up. Sesame seeds. Is that seaweed? Yeah, that's seaweed. Scallion? Rye. Oops. Wow, it is getting laggy up here. Hey, does that mean you got rye bread? Probably. What can you do with it? It's just another form of wheat, as far as I can tell. That flour can be made into, I think it could be made into bread. Chicken noodle bake. Fruit Loops. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Fruit pie. Lucky Charms. Alright, so what do we got here? Rutabaga. Alright, that one's rice. Rhubarb. Oops. Raspberry. Radish. Whatever the hell this is. Ooh, pineapple. Candleberry. Candleberry, cactus fruit. How much... I don't think we're going to go hungry anytime soon. And in fact... Yeah, definitely not. Like I said, I mean, the server's pretty much... Okay. Right, okay. Alright, XL Food, so this is... Pepper, XL Food. Hang on. Alright, put that there. That does that row. Onto this one. Agave. There we go. The different type of tomato. The XL Food tomato. Hang on 1 second. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, this one here. What is this one? Lettuce. XL Food lettuce. carrots. That's labeled. That is not. That's cabbage. And by the way, if you're still watching, if you're watching this, Kent, and if you are, just reply in chat. I don't know if you are. I know as far as the auto crafting goes, at least from the wireless grid, it appears to be fine. I don't know about the monitor though. Maybe a thing, you know, project for another day probably. Cantaloupe. I got that. Brussels sprout. Sugarcane. It's starting to get laggy in here, I will say that much. Oh wait. Apparently my brain's starting to lag too. Genius. That one's empty. There's nothing inside of that one. I guess let's continue on with these. With this back row here, we'll circle back around to here. Arrowroot. It's a vegetable. Artichoke. Asparagus. Bamboo shoot. Okay, barley, that's there. Bean. Beans. Okay. Beet. Not beetroot, just beets. Gigapickle. Okay, that's put down. Okay, let's do these two, then I'll go back around. Millet. Millet, mulberry. Lentil. Lentils. Yep. Ginger. Cotton. Industrial hemp. That gives you fibers, right? Yeah. Rice. cucumber, XL food variety. Okay. Continuing on, different kind of strawberry. There we go. Grapes. Yum. Purple grapes. Leek. Mustard seed. That gives what? Mustard seeds. Corn. Corn, mushroom, green grapes. Oats. Alright, these two are marked. Huckleberry. We're gonna get rid of the fin, so we just got huckleberry. Kiwi. Okra. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start with, I'm gonna start doing this cluster here. Okay. Broccoli. Cauliflower. Celery. Blueberry. There. Alright, I got the cactus there. Okay, this next, blackberry. A phone from the mid to late 2000s. It was all the rage back then. I was just a kid when it came out, so I don't know too much about it. Chickpea. Bell pepper. What is that? Canaf? Canafe? I don't know. Half the stuff I've never even heard of before. Okay, so I got the chili pepper, I got that. On to the next thing. Oops. Jute. Kale. Parsnip. Is there anything else left to do? Did I get everything? I think I got them all. Well, there's gonna be two that are, you know, not two that are unoccupied because we don't necessarily need them. I think that's everything. Let me take a look at the Okay, well, that's the minerals side. Over here, if I swing around back to here, this is gonna be the... yeah, this is basically agriculture. Like, proper, like, foodstuffs and all that kind of stuff, so... as far as I can tell, we're importing. Yeah. Crafting monitor. So like I said, I don't know. I mean, is there something wacky happening behind the scenes here? Doesn't look like it. All the crafters are up. Oh. Okay. So, well, we got the third floor sorted. I don't necessarily know what to do about the crafting monitor, because, like, I don't even know how this works. Might have to figure it out later. Alright, so, in the meantime, let's see here. Are we actually... no, we are not. I think I have yet to hook that up to the other end. As I had Kent actually... oops. I had Kent set up a channel for nether wart. Might need that in the future. We got blaze essence and whatnot, so might be good to have. In the meantime, yeah, I think Kat and I just solved world hunger on the server, so that's always a good thing. Let's head to where do I want to go? Oh yeah, Maple Leaf Bay. Beautiful Maple Leaf Bay. And my frames are not as numerous as they want them to be. Okay, so it's kind of a unique mechanism. So basically, not only do we have food coming in from the galoshes, but we've also got them coming in from the greenhouse as well. All the way up top. Plant interactor, a tesseract, and a long line of energy cells with a flux point at the bottom underground, plus some item ducts with covers. I mean, it looks a little bit wonky, but it could be a lot worse, in my opinion. I think it could, things could definitely be a lot worse. Okay. So, let's see. Alright, still got the fertilizer. I was experimenting with the fertilizer a little bit. The farming for blockheads fertilizer. Let me head upstairs to the netherwart's the top floor, because I couldn't put it down below here because the train line's down there now. So I think we're ready to harvest this stuff. The majority of the netherwort crop looks ready. Let me just scroll down here and make sure that this is hooked up on this end. Netherwort, that's good. Alright. I think all I really gotta do is just head outside and get it from that end. Taking I have the advantage of being able to fly, so okay, so should be all set up. All I really have to do is just flip this switch here, make it go output, and I think it's not set up on the other side. Either that or let me see something here. You can kind of see, because even without the work area on, you can kind of see where how big of an area this is. I've kind of got this throughout the greenhouse. I only kind of wish that with Industrial Foregoing you could customize the work area. Like if you had like a super or tier, an N tier or top tier range add-on, you could kind of customize it to whatever you want, but it'd be like really expensive. There's the shortcut. I gotta find this now. Huckleberry, peas. So I know it's... I'll go ahead and go around here. One of the corners inactive. I'm going to assume that netherwart's not... Yeah, so... Nether wart. Activate. There we go. Now we're cooking with bacon grease. Lovely. Now, the thing is, you normally dig, you know, the thing is, the downside with my greenhouse compared to the Colossus, and the thing is, the greenhouse more or less kind of augments this because of just the way it is. But the greenhouse is a bit slower when it comes to this, because, I mean, in the case of where the nether wart is, there's a whole lot that's, like, mature, it's ready to go. So, you know, it's going to be, you know, it's going to pile up to at least 1,000 or so. How are we doing in here? It's, I mean, by the way, they're on. It's just, this is a weird lighting bug. 102 million items out of 1 billion. Still have a long way to go. And it hasn't even touched these yet, so. I don't know what to say about this. I don't know why it would just stop working. That's a lot of seeds. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I got that sorted. And I do want to show you guys the progress that I made with the hospital building. If I go through here. Go through here. I moved the path around so that there could be like an outdoor seating area out here, because this is right outside the cafeteria. So I moved the path around, put the sidewalks in. I'm getting ready to do the kind of area around the hospital. But yeah, the actual, well, it's not furnished. The actual first, or rather the second floor has actually been done. It's been done. A lot of these rooms are about 8 blocks long, 6 apart, and whatnot. Plenty of room. I think this, I'm thinking, might be like a surgical intensive care unit or something up here. Something like that. You know, I plan on having stuff like a maternity ward and then an actual clinic and that kind of thing. So, yeah, moving right along. Like I said, I mean, the biggest thing is just going to be furnishing it after it's all done. But building this has actually been a big help with, you know, with Kent's whole system. It's made things a lot easier, I'll tell you what. But I am going to need some signs, and I figure it's a... Alright, oh, I don't need to do that. Second floor. Surgical ICU. And I got to write this about 3 times, you know, actually no, about 4 times or so. Mm. The surgical ICU, I mean, would this technically be called the SICU if the neonatal is called the NICU? I figure I'd do this now and try to get ahead of the game before I complete all these floors and I have to do this all at once like I did with the hotel. And a few other high-rises that I've built on here. There we go. Elevators. You got like the nurse's station right there. Alright, down here. I guess you could call this the lobby. Ah, no. There we go. Alright, put that sign maybe here. Way to go. Okay, I got the pharmacy there. This is the emergency room. Intensive care unit. You got the operating theaters here, the gift shop here. I think I may want to smooth this in here. Yeah, it's not linked anymore, so I gotta relink it. Excellent. I have like a little shop in here where you can buy like flowers and stuff like that. And good get well cards, that type of thing. There. One thing I have to do is I have to build up a little station right there. You know, like a little food station and whatnot there. Right there. Oops. You know, like a little food station. A little bit of a kitchen. And the thing is like with because of what Kent has put together with his with that whole system, that whole collage system. Ultimately, it means that I can, I can fully stock it without having to run back and forth, which is awesome. Like I said, I think honestly what I should do is I should start by furnishing this area here. Maybe I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna place these torches up by one. There. I mean, I may get rid of the torches in future. Elevators. Elevators. Put a little desk here for, checking reception, all that kind of stuff. I'm going based off of kind of the hospital designs I've seen around my neck of the woods. So... I'm still kind of thinking and cooking up of ideas and all that kind of stuff, but I think I think I may continue this maybe tomorrow. I may stream tomorrow because I've been going for about an hour and a half or so. But yeah, I just want to give you guys a little bit of a quick tour. Wanted to hook up the collages from my buddy and all that kind of stuff. So, one thing I did do last night is I got this area all lit up, so I shouldn't be harassed by mobs as much. But I'll do some more landscaping and stuff like that in the coming day or so. Maybe tonight. Who knows? Anyway, don't go away. Lots more coming up. We'll see you next time.